What's going on, y'all? So look, the haves and the have-nots. Okay, you know the episode starts off where I left off last week. Miss Amanda is dead. Okay, that's what we said last week, and that's what it is this week. Somebody had to say in my comments, "Oh, y'all taking her word for gold or whatever." Girl, hush. Okay, just hush. All right, because some people did have concerns that maybe Amanda wasn't dead. I mean, it's a soap opera and it's Tyler Perry, so we just never know what's gonna be thrown at us or whatever. And it is what it is. But Amanda is dead, from what we found out about this episode. Now this irked me a little bit. Hannah running to Wyatt. Wyatt like, girl, what? Why you just pissed off at everybody? I said, what you so mad at? Calm the fuck down, boy. So he go to the room. Oh my God, Amanda, why'd you do this? Why? And then, Hannah goes down to see Celine. Celine talking on the phone, and I think she was talking to her son or whatever. Because she was like, no, he knows. And, I mean, it's going to be all right. I mean, like, you don't have to worry. Wait. Hannah like, girl, can I use the phone? She said it in a monotone voice. I was like, Hannah, I know you shocked, but you can't tell Hannah's voice from shocked and happy and sad because it's all the same damn thing. It's all the same fucking tone. But Celine, being a bitch, I said, no, Celine, this is not the time. Turn your ass around and see what it is. Because this is not the time for you to be acting like a little bitch that you always been acting. And she was like, girl, can't you see I'm on the phone? You'll get it when I finish. Hannah said, we need to call 911. Don't you? Oh my God. Oh my God. Girl, what happened to you? All this blood and shit. Did you get cut? Did you get cut? What? Are you okay? I said, so Celine, this is all just an act. You really just being a bitch to her because you still care for your friend. Deep in your heart, Hannah is still your girlfriend, your good girlfriend, and y'all just going through a little rough patch right now. I see it. I see it. It happens. It happens. But Hannah get on that phone and call 911, and Celine's still trying to see who the hell got hurt. And she was like, we need an ambulance. She's 21 years old. 21-year-old female. Here comes Celine. Oh my God. They go upstairs and they see what's going on and everybody breaking down crying. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wyatt's sitting his ass down on the floor and I'm sitting here like, because ain't nothing on his hands. So I know for a fact he didn't go over there and touch her. And I'm just sitting here like, is anybody, before they did all this, I said, is anybody going to go over there and check and see if the girl really dead? Okay? Is there a pulse? Can somebody check and see if she got weak breath tones and breath sounds or whatever? Is somebody going to attempt to do CPR? Or y'all just going to sit there and cry and shock? I mean, I guess it is what it is. We don't know. So, moving on, we get this little thing with Maggie. They all at the fundraiser thing and the press conference. The name of this episode is called The Press Conference. And they're waiting on Jim to show up. I think he got like 15 minutes before the press conference starts. He's not there yet. David and Veronica, they up in the office talking and all this stuff. Maggie comes in there like, girl, David, have you heard from Jim? Jim is not here. What's going on? Because, the lady that's trying to get this interview out of Jim, she like, I did not come all the way out here for nothing, okay? I don't want to interview no David. I want Jim. That's who I want to interview, okay? So you better make something happen. And you better make it happen fast. I said, ooh, pump your brakes, boo. Pump those brakes. Okay? Calm down. We're going to go assess the situation. And Veronica was looking at her like, you can address me before you address my husband. Any question that you have, you can talk to me, and then I will relay that to her. I said, Veronica she will not let Maggie, for as long as she's on this show, she would not let Maggie live down what she came in on with her and her husband. Girl, she gonna call you a thot. Every time she look at you, you a hoe in her book, okay? Just own it. Don't expect nothing else. Don't expect apology. Don't expect her to forgive you, Maggie. Just own it, girl, because you fucked up and you was in the wrong, okay? That was a married man. He was, too. She'd be more forgiving to her husband because that's her husband. But, bitch, you knew he was married. So, there you go. Catherine comes up in the office. They like, girl, where Jim at? Well, I don't know. She was like, could be with his little hoe, Candice. That's what Veronica said. And it was like... you know stuff about stuff like that or some shit. Veronica was just so shady to Maggie. Veronica was shady throughout the whole episode on her parts. It was hilarious to me. And they was like, Jim left his phone at the house, so, I thought he was here, but if not, whatever. Catherine was so over Jim already. You could just see, like, Catherine, you know how when, bear with me, you know how when people break up and they just been out of a bad relationship and then they get a new boo thing and they doing it right and they just get this new air about them. They body gets snatched. They fixing their face up. They just don't give a fuck no more. They got smiles and shit. That's how Catherine is walking around here like she got a new dick in her life. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, when it gets to that point, that means that you are really over and done with it. I don't care what this man does. She was like, why y'all getting all upset and all this shit? Because, it's Jim. He has to make a grand entrance. He's going to do that. So don't even worry about it, And so Landon out there talking to this reporter named Baron. I think that's what his name was. And, little butch lesbian. And wait till I get on Veronica and that whole thing. That shit. I died at what Veronica said, but I get that. And he was trying to say, well, Jill's not here at the moment, but you can focus on, because I guess when they was running for senators or whatever, they did kind of say that they really weren't here for LGBT rights and all that stuff, weren't supportive of the gay community or whatever, him and David or something like that. And, they trying to get their stance on, LGBT rights and equality and stuff like that. And Landon was like, okay, focus on the women, focus on the heritage. And he just kept on dropping these hints without saying it. Focus on this person, the wife, Harrington, Veronica. I said, girl, I see what you're doing, Landon. Landon is a messy gay, okay? There are gays that you can be real cool with in the community. There are gays that you can trust. They will be your good Judy. They will, be on their P's and Q's. They ain't on that bullshit or whatever. And then there's those gays that are messy as hell. Like, they thrive off that messiness. He don't necessarily thrive off of it, but he's turned into a messy gay, all because he's trying to get back at Veronica for doing what he doing what she doing to Jeffrey, and also for her little side little comments at him. So he trying to set it up that she get put out on the spot. He goes in there and talks to David and Veronica, like, trying to tell them what's going on. Veronica keep on, she was like, if you get uncomfortable or whatever, because they want to start the interview and they want you to go ahead and do it to get some time until Jim comes or whatever. So you should get up there and y'all should just start with the interview process with the press conference or whatever. And if you get uncomfortable, because it's going to be a lady up there, she's going to ask you some questions or whatever. But if you get uncomfortable anytime, just, do this. And he was like, hold on. Veronica said, don't touch me, sir. Don't touch me, little girl. I said, wait a minute, Veronica, calm down. Because he was like, I was reading this book about the queen, and she said you would be reading something about a queen. I said, Veronica, stop. Girl, you are in danger, girl. You better stop it. Molly, you in danger, girl. Veronica, you better stop it. But, Veronica, I have such a love-hate relationship with her. Like, I love and live for her shade. But, girl, when she get on this gay shit, I be like, I want to slap the shit out your mouth. For real. But, it just makes it so much more funny for me for some reason. And when he was about to put her thing, she said, put your head behind your hand. And then I wanted David to, like, adjust his top button or whatever. And when she was about to go out, he reached out his hand to get her hand to help her up, whatever. She was like, your wrist can't support mine. My wrist probably stronger than yours or some shit like that. I said, Veronica, you got to stop this. You got to stop this. These little remarks, I'm going to give you one more, but you got to stop this, okay? Then we get back to Candice got Jim down in the basement, got him all dressed up, and he thinking he finna go. And she was like, boy, you ain't going nowhere until I get an email confirmation that money is in my account. And he was like, then why did you give me this suit? Girl, you ain't finna go to no press conference. This is a suit for your funeral. So you doing all of this? And you still gonna try to kill me or whatever? That's where we at, Candice? That's where we at after all this? I thought we would have been better than that. She was like, boy, please. But when I get that email confirmation, we'll see what it is. And I was like, Candice Smart, don't let him leave. until you get that email confirmation. Because we all thought Jim was playing games. And it's still a possibility that he was playing games still. We don't know. Because, this is only the 5th episode out of 25. We got a whole bunch of bullshit left, okay? And he gets the Candice get the confirmation or whatever, and gives him a bus card. The whole time, he talking all his stuff. He trying to get up out of there. I was really thinking like, well, Jim, if you go ahead and leave, how the hell you gonna get back to the press conference when you didn't drive over here to the hood? They put you in the back of the car, and I know you don't expect them to give you a ride. Candice handed over a fucking bus card. And the whole time I'm thinking, the whole gag of this would be if he got on that bus and wouldn't be no money on that damn bus card. I would have fucking died. They finally let him go. Well, War was up there, and he was scared to go through that. When he walked out, Jill tried to play it cool. It wasn't none but niggas up in that project, okay? And when he sat down at that bus stop, dude was just looking at him like, no lie. It be white people rolling through my hood, like young white people, and it be like, either it's Hispanics or it's blacks in my neighborhood. When white people roll through, we be like, the hell y'all doing in here? You must be lost. And it don't even be looking like the white people that could get down with the get down. It be the purebred white people that look like, oh my God, Becky, where are we? We need to huddle up together so we won't get our purse snatched. That's how they be looking. I'm like, then why are you over here? Please explain that. But Jim get on that bus and he had to stand up. It was just the funniest thing. I was like, I hope that car said decline. I would have laughed so hard if that it wouldn't have been no money on that card. But back in the basement, Miss Candice talking to War and telling him, she got the money. And then he was like, how much? She was like, I got the 400,000 and I got your 1,000 in it. I said, wait a minute, girl, 400,000. You told him you was only getting $400,000. Use a line, bitch, and for all the shit that he had to go through, he deserved more than $100,000. You could have gave him 500,000 or that whole 400,000 or that 7.4. He irked me. Excuse me, she irked me with that. I said, you bogus. You bogus is all hell for that one. When War finds out, he gonna whoop that ass too, because War goes up for you, and then he gonna be like, bitch, 100,000. I did all this. I risked my life for 100,000. You could have gave me more. I'm just waiting for that. But Candice being Candice, go. Why do niggas do this? So I was looking at this series called Money and Violence on YouTube, all right? And it's this character named Kane. He ain't had no job. Baby mama nagging him. He been trying to find a legit job. He get into the thug life, the street life, or whatever, get a little bit of money. He get $20,000 off a job that he pulled, a legal job he pulled, arrived. And they told him, don't spend it and fuck it up. What do? He go get all these clothes. He's false flagging, got the money hanging out his pocket to show it off that he got money and all this stuff. And I'm just like, really, bruh? Really? Now, when you get your ass beat up and your money taken, don't say nothing. Candice do the exact same thing. She saw $7.4 million in her bank account. What she gonna do? She went shopping already that damn day. Got an expensive hotel room, went shopping. Benny comes over like, girl, didn't I tell you not to leave? How you know it was me? She was like, I looked through the peephole. And he was like, what is all this stuff? And she was like, look, I did it. I pulled the con off. We ain't never got to work another day in our life. Girl, that 7.4 million, people can blow through that in less than a year. Okay? Obviously, you don't have your priorities straight because you done already spent damn near 100,000 plus already. Cause baby girl, Benny said, let's go. Okay, we finna get up out of here. Pack your shit, let's go. He looking around. He said, what the fuck is all this shit? A $20,000 dress? I said $20,000. That dress better be able to do all the tricks in the world, including change to other type of materials and all this stuff, pay bills and all this shit for $20,000. A $6,000 handbag and all this stuff, $5,000 shoes. Girl, really? You couldn't start off any smaller than that? Really? I thought you supposed to work your way up. See, that's how when niggas ain't never had shit, they go out and they just splurge. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If I would have got a lump sum or some shit like that, I'm gonna go get maybe a couple of pairs of fucking gym shoes that cost, fuck it, $100 at the most. Maybe at $150, cause I'm not a big spender like that. It don't matter. But I just don't believe in spending all that money on a piece of garment that I'm only gonna wear once or twice. Like, girl, please, no, $20,000 on a dress. Girl, give me that $20,000 so I can put on my student loans. Okay, come on now, stop fucking playing with me. So being in this scene, I'm sorry, y'all, that was a little rude. Being in this scene with him talking to a fellow tow truck driver dude, I didn't really get that. Maybe we're trying to set him up for his own little storyline, and maybe he trying to buy into, the dude wants him to buy into these equipment from another tow trucking company dude who got busted, and the feds took his shit and all that stuff, and he ain't got the money. He don't want to go into business with the another dude who I guess used to do some illegal stuff, and the other guy trying to convince him that dude trying to be on the straight and narrow. 9 out of 10, Candice probably gonna give him the money to go ahead and buy all the shit, so I kind of see that. Then back at the headquarters, Jeffrey shows up. Jeffrey shows up to the press conference place with Melissa. I said, okay. Landon looking like, oh, so this your date, huh? Okay. And then either Jeffrey was like, no, somebody was like, so Melissa gonna be back you, or no, then David was like, no, Landon gonna be back you, and Veronica was like, no, Melissa's gonna be up there next to him. And then David said, well, where are you gonna be standing next to? I said, y'all gotta stop this bullshit. Melissa looking like a deer in the headlight. Deer in the fucking headlight. And Landon so bad wants to push Jeffrey out the closet. I understand what he's doing, and I understand, that he wants Jeffrey to come on out and to be him and to stand up for himself. But you cannot, regardless of if you're gay and you know the other person is gay, until they feel comfortable enough with themselves to come on out and all that stuff, you can't push them out. And I hate when people push people out their closet or whatever. When people be exposing people and shit, that irks me. What pleasure do you get out of that? But after that, let's get to the press conference. Fuck that. So they get up there on the press conference, and they asking them questions about schooling and about this and about that and funding and all this shit. Then all of a sudden, here comes Baron. Baron is the girl, the woman, the bush lesbian about the LGBT rights and stuff. She asked them, so what is your opinion about LGBT rights and all this stuff and yada yada yada? And David was about to answer, and she was like, no, I want to hear Miss Harrington's view, because we know yours. When you ran for the Senate, you wasn't here for it and all that stuff. He was like, no, that's not what I said. I said I was here for everyone having human rights and equal rights and stuff like that. Family rights, okay? You can't take the rights from nobody. I was like, okay, that's a good way to swing that. And I was like, okay. Mind you, remember, Landon said if you get uncomfortable, Veronica put the hair behind your ear. David, fix the top button. And if you get I come in and try to, divert the question or whatever. Never happened. They just badgering away about, what do you feel about LGBT rights and all this stuff. Veronica was like, I think everyone should have equality. Everyone should have equal rights. And I said, bitch, stop lying. You was just talking shit about them back there. Girl, you better stop. And then I should have known. It was just too easy and too simple to get Veronica caught up like this. And we have to remember, Veronica is a lawyer. So they can talk their way out of this shit. Okay? That's what they do. And when they said that, she kept on badgering it. And at one point, she was like, look here, young man. I said, that is a woman. Why would you do that? I said, Veronica, choose your words wisely. You gonna trip your own self up. She called that girl a young man. And the whole time, Landon just standing there like this. Get her. You better get her. Because she's gonna cut herself up. And then she was like, what do you feel about LGBT rights? She's like, you people always doing it. And then you people, Landon said, got it. And it was like, what do you mean about you people? Now, when she said that, I said, damn, Veronica, damn, they got your ass. I'm happy, but damn, you could choose your words a little bit better than that. And she was like, you people, meaning that you people, the media, this and that, want to make everything an agenda when everything should be about human rights, should be about family, should be about this, should be about that. We all need to be equal. We all need to do this, and we all need to just start focusing on this and that and da 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 da. I said, well, good goddamn. If I didn't know the backstory on Veronica, I would have said, good answer. Good answer. I'm here for this bitch. Let me vote. I said the way she flipped that shit, that was righteous. Go ahead, bitch. That was nice. That was nice. Landon looking like, ain't this some shit? And I said, Landon, baby, I know what you're doing. Landon pulled the King and Moore. Y'all seen Celebrity Apprentice yesterday when King and Moore tried to do that shit to Vivica to get her off and it backfired. Landon tried to do that shit to fucking Veronica and it backfired on. You a little fish in a big ass pond, and Veronica is a motherfucking shark, okay? She's been here a little bit longer. So you need to study up on your game. You know, you need to practice a little bit more before you play with the big fishes, okay? That's basically what it was. I was rooting for you a little bit, but it is what it is. And Veronica called his ass out like, I seen what you tried to do, but boo, it ain't gonna work, okay? I've been in this game a little bit too long, okay? I know all the tricks, all right? And then he was like, you're fired. Baby, I don't work for you. David said, you work for me. And I said, you fired. I said, David, why? He was like, did y'all notice that David was just smiling away when his wife was just going on that tirade, just giving that little speech? He was like, even though this bitch wrong, this shit that she talking about, the way she flipping this, I'm going to tear that ass up afterwards. Because, woo, that was kind of hot. I said, David, now you know. But hey, I probably would have felt the same way. You know, people throw words out and they flip the situation and just make it seem like, oh shit, look what I'm dealing with. That's cool, okay. Gotcha. You know. And Landon was like, okay, I'm fired. And then he went over there to Jeffrey and kissed him on the face. Kissed him dead in the mouth. It was like, come on, Jeffrey, run away with me. Be in the sunset. Let's jump over the rainbow. Be you. And I was just like, girl, stop it. You're doing a little bit too much, Landon. Jeffrey ain't finna be about that life yet. And then he was like, okay. He looked at Melissa. He gay, girl. He gay. And walked the fuck away. I said, Melissa just standing there like this. What just happened? I said, y'all got the dumbest pawn to play the girlfriend. She just so looped. Like, girl, go sit down somewhere. Then we finally get back to the house. Not really to the house. To the press, back in the room. And Catherine gets a phone call from Wyatt. Well, not necessarily from Wyatt. I don't know. Did she call him? Somebody called because that lady that was trying to do the interview with Jim, she like pissed off. She's like, I'm finna go on air. Jim is not here, so I'm finna blast this nigga. Maggie just pissed off. Maggie is panicking, like, where is Jim? They trying to call him, trying to call to see if he went back to the house and got his cell phone. No one is answering. And I think either somebody, they called Catherine, or Catherine finally called the house again, and somebody finally answered, and White is on the phone. Oh, Mom, we need help. We need help. And Catherine just kept on saying, boy, what are you talking about? Now, you know this is this and that and that and that and that. And I'm like, Catherine, shut up. Let him talk. But then on the other side, I'm like, Wyatt, why are you still saying we need help? This is your mother on the phone. Tell her what's going on. And then, you know, the lady was finna go on, starting the interview, and it's a live broadcast interview. Talking about something. I was finna do this interview with Jim Pryor, but for some reason, he chose not to show up. And then all of a sudden, everybody in the office is just like, oh my God, what's going on? And they just looking all shocked and shit. And next thing you know, another phone call comes up, and I guess they finally told Catherine that, you know, Amanda is dead. And then the lady that was doing the interview, she announces it on TV, talking about the reason why we just got some news that Jim is not here because his daughter has died of a apparent suicide. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, that's fucked up in itself. But why would you announce that news without talking to the parents first? Or even knowing if they, you know, getting their permission, or even seeing if they knew first. So this is the first time that she's hearing about it, and you gonna break the news? Like, girl, what? I just wasn't here for that scene. That, it was like uncouth. I said, girl, journalism, and you know, people do some shit like that. But that look on Catherine's face, Jim finna be blaming Candice for all this shit. Child, and then it's supposed to be a surprise next week. Look, if Amanda pop up from the dead, Amanda finna be haunting all of them. Y'all, that was the episode. I had to do a good one. Sorry it's long, but I will see you guys later. And y'all put down in the comments what y'all think gonna happen on next week's episode. It's getting good. It's getting good. I see y'all later. Peace. And I guess I am doing being Mary Jane, so you don't have to worry about that. But see y'all later.